क्या होता है bro United way? I don't know what is United way. Ten Hag got Anthony again. Suspect.
Culture and identity of a club is not something you take on the day you come in with nothing around you. Will he survive past the summer?
Let's go to someone जिसको time नहीं देना चाहिए बिल्कुल भी. That is Eric Ten Hag. Before that, like I want to take stance. मतलब Sid stance क्या है तेरा इस मामले में? When it comes to Ten Hag.
I think he needs to be given more time at the club. When he came into United, Ten Hag was a proven manager. He was like the best candidate amongst whoever else like United interviewed.
Just a side note.
हाँ.
किसको interview किया था?
I think there was Poch in the talks when like Ten Hag was also being considered. I think there was one more manager I'm forgetting.
Not Benfica.
No, Graham Potter or something. There was Graham Potter.
Potter wasn't there, no? Then
But Sporting. That guy, he's a really good Sporting ka manager, bro. Ruben Amorim, that guy.
Ruben Amorim, yes. And
yeah, Ten Hag, that guy, and like Poch. Like Poch is like was the experience on like Ten Hag was like.
So I mean, in those I feel like सही decision किया.
That Ten Hag was like the good choice at that time जब वो आया था, and Ajax में we saw what all he achieved heading to the Champions League semi-final and everything. He built his own philosophy and he played the Ajax way, like all that, like dynamic, attractive style of play, and that's why we're all excited. And now he's come to this football club which is run like, I don't know, like a business corporation. Nobody gives a damn about football in this club. He will just care about profits and merch and money. He's struggling. Like when I think Louis van Gaal said before Ten Hag came to this club that don't join Manchester United because it's not a football club. It's just a business club. And that is what exactly every manager that they have come has faced. And you look at Ralph Rangnick, right? Like the guy who he just replaced. He wanted a 2-year consulting thing with United after he was done with his managerial spell. He quit. He did not want to do that anymore after that because of what he saw was the problem with the club. He's like, I am out of the shit. I'm going by.
His results were like absolutely horrible. So that has to come to picture. Maybe he had some sort of pressure. कि मतलब क्या कर रहा है?
Like right, that was just the wrong appointment, bro. Like. He's not a fucking manager. I don't know who thought it was a good idea that he...
It was hilarious, bro. It's like they reached out to Deloitte or something.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and like who is even taking these decisions? Like vibes के साथ ओले को लेके आ गए, इसको रैंगनिक को लेके आ गए. There's like कोई consistency ही नहीं है thought process में manager appointment में.
Even I can manage Arsenal someday.
हाँ bro.
VP position कहीं पहुँच के consultancy में घुस जाएंगे कुछ तो करके.
बस यही करना है ब्रो. ऐसे घुसेंगे पॉडकास्ट से घुस जाएंगे ब्रो, कुछ नहीं.
Here's my thought, okay, on Eric Ten Hag, and tell me if you echo the thoughts, Vamsi. I think over the last like 2 years, अभी कितना टाइम हो गया? दूसरा सीजन चल रहा है ना?
1.5.
ये दूसरा सीजन चल रहा है. 2 season is enough to tell you कि मैनेजर की फिलोसफी क्या है, राइट? एंड अगर फिलोसफी नहीं है तो प्रॉब्लम है. एंड आई डोंट बाय दिस थिंग अबाउट यूनाइटेड. व्हिचएवर मैनेजर कम्स टू यूनाइटेड इज लाइक टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस यूनाइटेड वे. क्या होता है ब्रो यूनाइटेड वे? आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज यूनाइटेड वे.
काउंटर अटैक फुटबॉल विद मोमेंट.
या मोमेंट्स लाइक ट्रांजिशनल प्ले, जस्ट लाइक डायनामिक, जैसे बॉल छीन के, भाग के, तोड़ के, विंग प्ले, ये सब वो सब नहीं चलता है ब्रो. अब सिंपल सी बात है. द रीजन दैट आयाक्स से टेन हाग को हायर किया था वाज बिकॉज ऑफ द वे आयाक्स प्लेड. एंड अगर तुम वो नहीं इम्प्लीमेंट कर पा रहे हो तो वी हैवंट आस्क्ड फॉर दैट, राइट? वी हैव आस्क्ड फॉर समथिंग दैट इज like that you're supposed to offer. ये तो नहीं हुआ ना. कब for once like I haven't seen United play the Ajax way. Maybe chalo he doesn't have the players, but he's been given money, right? Like it's not like he hasn't been given money. If you want to compare it to Arteta, बहुत डिफरेंस है लाइक पैसों में. आर्टेटा की फर्स्ट 2 signings, फर्स्ट विंडो तो छोड़ ही दे, उसमें तो विलियन ही आया था सिर्फ. सेकंड विंडो जो प्रॉपर एक टाइप विंडो, उसमें गैब्रियल और पार्टी, दीज वर जस्ट द 2 signings. So that is your 70 million. Other than that there was nothing. Ten Hag got Anthony again, suspect of the season, suspect by transfer by his old boy Anthony. He got Martinez, his old boy. Fine, decent signing, he's done well. I think misprofiled. I think he can be a really good left back, but different topic. Casemiro, ये 31-year-old Casemiro with a 4-year contract. अभी तो पता ही नहीं how he's gonna annoy. He's at that age where एक इंजरी अगर हो जाती है तो सीन हो जाता है.
Yeah.
फिर चलता नहीं आदमी 2-3 महीने. And then उसके बाद किस फॉर्म में आएगा, कैसे आएगा? Too old, too long a contract also. And बाकी उसने मलासिया ऐसे करके क्या क्या खरीदा है. हॉयलैंड खरीदा है. हॉयलैंड he's been good, like he's been decent in a way, but still अभी बहुत टाइम है उसको for
19
him to
years,
get
yeah.
there.
19 years old.
That is
bro.
completely
Yeah.
Ten Hag's
Yeah.
buy, in the sense that like he could have waited on this like experiment buy and actually bought a proper striker. थे bro, for the amount you paid for Haaland, अगर अच्छे से स्काउट करता तो मिल जाते उसको आराम से 70-75 मिनट.
Bro.
बहुत थे bro, उसकी टैलेंट आईडी की बात होती है.
This is coming down to a lot of like mismanagement in terms of scouting and I think this is ये सिर्फ Ten Hag की गलती नहीं है. Like ये this completely depends on how again the club is run. Like if you see like Harry Kane की बात जब चल रही थी last season and we needed Ten Hag wanted to sign a striker to replace Martial, who's like been useless ever since. But we also needed a defensive midfielder really badly and we did not have anything else. So we did a panic buy. हमने Casemiro खरीदा and अपना entire budget was short approach Harry Kane that season because of that. And again, like Anthony, like of course, like he is the main conversation whenever it comes to Ten Hag's competency. Anthony was probably his biggest. I agree. मतलब इतना खराब player तो नहीं इतने पैसों से खरीदने के बाद. But again, like Anthony was supposed to be bought at 25-30 million क्योंकि Ole के time से we had been scouting Anthony and they had evaluated Anthony at 25. But like United being United, they were trying to haggle with Ajax ever since the beginning of that season and they tried कि हाँ चलो हम थोड़ा थोड़ा पैसा कम करके Anthony को लेंगे and Ajax ने उतने टाइम में 5-6 प्लेयर अपने को बेच दिए. And they needed Anthony at the end.
Licha, right? Like you can't fucking buy Licha from
exactly.
that club and try to go.
And again buy Anthony. Exactly. That's the thing, and that's why the price was up. Not because
business sense, hai na, bro. Like you get what I mean, right? Like you don't have to be a fucking smart dude to like be like, भाई एक अच्छा player खरीद लिया, World Cup जीत के आया, चल दूसरा खरीद लेते हैं वहीं से. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है, bro. वही टीम से. और भाई Van der Sar मर रहा था वो season.
Van der Sar का चल गया भाई इतना पैसा लेके आ गए यूनाइटेड से वो.
Literally bro, Van der Sar only negotiated that deal. Not in kidding.
Mount की तो बात नहीं कर रहे अभी. Mount की तो
Bro, Mount is like Havertz.
Actually, I want to disagree with Nirav, okay, about like
Havertz bro. बहुत करा Havertz ने अभी तक. To I'll give him that at least start में कुछ तो कर दिया bro उसने. 2-3 एक मैन सिटी का अगेंस्ट असिस्ट दे दिया विनर का, एक विनर मार दिया एक्चुअली उसने. चीजें कर दी है उसने. अभी माउंट को वो करना बाकी है.
Anthony has done okay, like that Barca game, Arsenal game, like he's done things okay, but like we can't just use like moments like that, right? Like but and like Anthony did score some important goals. Some games like United wouldn't have won without him, and like you know, and like even like yesterday, like he got the corner that like you know Bruno plays in and like scores. Like so, it's like you can't isolate all those things, right? Like wo to chhod, but I disagree with Nirav saying that United don't have like a clear philosophy. But I was looking at a stat, right? I went looking down the stats burrow to see like fucking what is that one stat that tells कि हाँ ये philosophy और ये करते हैं repeatedly, right? That's what a philosophy is, right? And I saw that the last 2 seasons United is the only team that has the highest turnovers of possession in like about 70 games that he's played so far in the Premier League over every other team.
Define turnover possession का.
Bro, literally like interception or pressing and like
statistics के term में क्या है?
Turnover. It's called a turnover of possession.
Turnover only, bro. Every sport is just called turnover only. Like when you get possession of the ball from an opposition play.
Yeah, literally like robbing possession. How you do it is like, you know, again, that comes back to like team principles. Ten Hag likes to press, play a high line, you know.
You know what turnover means? Just by the way, this could be a very hilarious moment. Maybe. In soccer, the term turnover refers to the act of losing possession of the ball to the opposing team.
That's also true, probably. I mean, I've seen it.
Please tell me, Vamsi, you didn't just flex that.
No. I mean, no. But the thing is, like,
it's a positive stat. for
in
sure.
the positive stat.
Yeah. I've also seen the stats, so I can second that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So
Would have been a
like,
very funny moment, bro. Maza aa raha
no. Like they did win positive.
Okay, so
possession.
basically you're telling me that they have had the highest, they've stolen the ball from the opposition the highest?
Yeah, so basically the
Interception.
opposition will be playing their
So
football.
here's my
And
counter to that. Here's the counter to you. My counter to you is that the way the United play is that they are trying to like play this sort of counter-attacking football. They're trying to like step back, wait for the opposition to attack,
Do
and
some
then
shit.
counter-attack from there. Like try to play in transitions.
Yeah.
And now United have such good quality players, the highest wage bill in the Premier League and everything, that they will have the quality to steal the ball back. But it doesn't matter if you steal the ball back if you can't do anything with the ball, bro.
Yeah,
If you
see
do something
again,
with the ball.
that's
What is
that's
the stat?
true.
The stat is
Bro,
just
highest wage bill does not mean best, just saying.
मतलब समझ लेना the reason the turnover high is because कौन खेलता है ऐसा फुटबॉल? बर्नली खेलती है, नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट खेलती है, एंड यू नो
Atletico style,
खेलती है, ब्रेंटफोर्ड खेलती है, एथलेटिको भूल जा अभी, वो एक ही टीम है जो टॉप टीम है जो ऐसे खेलती है. रियल मैड्रिड प्ले sort of what United's wet dream.
Bayern also play that kind of football, like very
Sometimes
turnover.
Bayern is both, right? Bayern can do both. Bayern is a very flexible team. United just have one.
Yeah, I mean,
bro.
you said the Ajax way, right? See, United can't see, bro. Like when Ten Hag came
First,
in,
let me your stat, right? Your turnover stat. So the United जैसे कौन खेलता है टीम में? Definitely Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and even Chelsea and even Tottenham नहीं खेलते United जैसा. Like their possession based
don't feel like
fully सारे हो गई है. Chelsea भी हो गई है, Tottenham भी हो गई है. Brighton है, सब है. West Ham में भी खेलती होगी. वेस्ट हैम के टर्नओवर चेक कर काफी क्लोज होंगे यूनाइटेड से. तो अगर तू ये
Brentford
स्टैट
very
देखेगा तो ब्रेंटफोर्ड विल बी वेरी गुड एट इट, यूनाइटेड विल बी वेरी गुड एट इट, and Nottingham Forest and other lower level teams. So that's not really a stat to have anything over. I think that's a baseless start. Sid, do you agree with me? Like,
it is not a stat to be proud of. मतलब कुछ फायदा नहीं है उसका. You are right, but
I mean, if
वही बात है कि मतलब तुम अगर डीएनए की बात कर रहे हो, स्टाइल ऑफ प्ले की बात कर रहे हो, like that is what the stat is telling you कि मतलब that is Ten Hag को ऐसे खेलना है.
समझ गया.
But again वहाँ पे problem is
that's a United way, turnovers.
That वही तो problem है ना. Like I think we have to really undo Sir Alex Ferguson का legacy, because उस टाइम पे जब हम खेलते थे it was always about this fast counter attacking play, and I think every manager whoever has come जिसको मतलब उसको I think कुछ amount of pressure डाला गया, बोला गया, जो भी history पढ़ाया गया, lesson दिखाया गया, कुछ भी है, but somehow हर manager को लगता है कि उसको वैसे ही खेलना पड़ेगा. And if you see in a recent interview with Sky Sports, Ten Hag ने बोला कि he will never play that Ajax style football at United. He has himself said it. खुद बोला है उसने कि वो नहीं खेलेगा. It's not that he doesn't know how to do it at United. It's just उसको नहीं करना है. I don't know why. I'm guessing it's this external pressure जो आ रहा है, and I'm hoping this might change. अगर मैनेजमेंट चेंज हो रहा है, अगर सही डायरेक्शन आ रहा है क्लब में, तब शायद चेंज हो. बट अगर ऐसे ही खेलते रहे तो नो मैटर कोई भी मैनेजर आ जाए यार, नहीं होएगा, कुछ नहीं. ऐसे ही हम एक गेम जीतेंगे मस्त, ऐसे रोमांटिक स्टाइल में कम बैक करके लेट विनर, फिर वापस से ही this is how it is, the recipe. So,
yeah, but like think about it, right? Like when a manager comes in like into a club like United and bhencho koi sporting structure hai hi nahi, there's only so many things he can take on, and like culture and identity of a club is not something you take on the day you come in with nothing around you. So he has to make a choice, bro, like with the players that he has, which battle he's going to fight. And he's not going to fight a losing battle with 25 years of proven trophy-laden career वहाँ पे. Like whatever is there, that trophy room is filled with that kind of identity, right? And if he starts fighting it at its core, मतलब coach चले जाएंगे, तो देख मतलब like coach तो होगा ही नहीं, players तो है ही नहीं, like क्या मतलब करेगा ही क्या फिर बंदा, like adapt तो करना ही चाहिए, right? And even Mourinho said this, bro. And like even Mourinho, like they asked him, they're like, why do you play this fucking style of football? And he's like, यही है, bro. यहाँ पे players यही हैं और ऐसे ही फुटबॉल खेलना है कि डिफेंड करो.
Mourinho का तो एग्जांपल ही डिफरेंट है. वो दूसरा स्टाइल खेलता ही नहीं, खेल ही नहीं सकता. मतलब he can't coach.
अरे I mean Van Gaal was here and he tried.
Ten Hag we know has a track record कि उसने कोच कर रखा है वैसा. So it's
अरे
not
Dutch
like
coaches play like that. Vanguard
Some people
Barca में
can't
ये
coach.
किया था, like you know, like they play he tried that kind of football, right? Like with the Vanguard season, 60-70% possession हुआ करता था.
Dude, the thing,
Dude, the person that's at top of the Premier League doesn't play that kind of football right now. Okay.
Liverpool.
Yeah. So
Dude,
it
come
is
on.
possible.
Liverpool, but possession
style
is
of
a big
football,
identity of their football. Liverpool also, after pinning the defense down, they want to keep possession. They want to do that, and as soon as the possession is lost, they want to like go mental to get it back.
I mean, bro, when you're playing when you play opposition that can't keep the ball, right? Then of course, then you become a possession playing team, right?
United doesn't, right? अभी तू West Ham के against game देख ले. एक बारी just see Arsenal's game against West Ham and see United game against West Ham. Both lost 2-0, but look how they lost. Just see the differences.
Tottenham and Liverpool generate the highest XG per 90 and most of them is based on counter attack.
How you
the chart right now?
How
and
you see
Manchester City generate the highest XG with the lowest number of counter attacks.
To say at half line,
you're not completely wrong because Liverpool is not that far off in like possession percentage and XG generated from it too. So
no, I agree with you. So this stat, according to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's coming through a way that when Liverpool is pressing so high, a team and the team wins the ball back, right? And they try to progress half line play, they try to get it back, they get it back from them, and maybe that is being categorized as a counter attack.
I mean, really that's the turnover, right?
That is a turnover counter attack thingy. But now see, forget stats, just see eye test, bro. Like
eye test also.
I
mean, they do something with it, right? I mean, they have
like maybe very high counter attacks, like in the sense that like countering from the high line itself, from the half line itself, not letting the ball come behind. So maybe that is being categorized as a counter attack, and even when it's a counter attack, their XG must be really high. Maybe like other teams won't be able to build it.
I get what you're saying.
That's not the style of play though.
Because they already play such a high line, it's in the opposition half, so any fucking turnover and attack is
and you know how you can tell them? You can tell that through their transfer strategy. Like Ten Hag would want to, because he's playing this kind of football, he would want to probably get a pacier winger, like someone like Antony, someone maybe like some very strong attacker, so he can like link up the play like Højlund. His transfer strategy is that. Klopp's is different. Klopp is like these dynamic nuts players like Jota, Diaz, Szoboszlai, power shots. So you can see from like the transfer strategy that their gameplay is different.
Yeah, I mean, he got Gakpo, like, we were trying to sign Gakpo this season. Dude, I know we ended up fucking going on to Liverpool from like fucking Ten Hag, but let's close our thoughts on Ten Hag. I still feel like, he should be given time. There is an identity in the team. Will he survive past the summer? I don't know. Depends on the market, man. If better managers get available, and could be De Zerbi, could be somebody else. If better managers become available, especially when a new owner comes in, he might see that the last resistance at United is just Ten Hag. He's the only authoritarian figure left at the club because he got all sporting rights, rest of it. So if he wants total control, then the only person standing in that way is Ten Hag, right? So Ten Hag, if Jim and Dave Brailsford and the boys are like, no, we need full sporting control, then Ten Hag has to
control to usi ko milega, dude. Ten Hag ko to nahi milega. Ten Hag will have to be the one who's gonna have to either like win this race. Yeah.
I would actually prefer if Ten Hag gets lesser control compared to what he is getting abhi, because वही है बड़े भैया वाला culture है United में ऐसे. Alex Ferguson was the बड़े भैया for like 26 years and he was doing everything. Now you can't have that. Like other clubs, they are doing so much research, they are putting in so many different analysis and like to recruit players. वैसे approach से नहीं चलेगा अभी. तो Ten Hag से responsibility कम करो, हाँ.
Yeah, transfer strategy to 100%.
Dude, I'm like very concerned about Key Boss, like his agent that runs all the fucking transfer deals at United, at least these last 2 seasons. Yeah, I think like, I mean, before we used to have like all those like fucking agents, all the Raiola and all the boys like running the show around United. That can't just happen, bro. And I think Ten Hag won't Ten Hag won't be here at the end of the season because Dave Brailsford and
Inshallah.
Jim Ratcliffe, right? They're those kind of guys that want full control, bro, and like they're ruthless. And Ten Hag is one of those guys that, I mean, उसको पैसे देके भिजवाना तो पैसे देके भेज देंगे उसको. Like they don't want to like fucking fight and like do all that shit. The question is, what are who are they going to bring in? Are they going to like start from like a clean slate with the money they've put in, or are they going to trust in the manager that's going? And from what it's looking like, I don't think they will. बहुत सारे players के contracts खत्म होने वाले हैं ये वाले summer. So they have a very good opportunity players-wise to start afresh. And Ten Hag is not one of. I don't know if he's capable of starting afresh. Because he's spent a lot of time, seen a lot of shit. Dude, I want to give kudos to Ten Hag for the way he's managed this team. There were some tactical decisions even last game that I just didn't really like getting Meno off and getting McTominay in. Cost us a fucking game. And an experienced manager should not be doing shit like that. But I don't blame him for the team not scoring enough goals. They created so many chances, do so many turnovers. What the fuck are you doing, bro? So I mean, he's had to deal with the Sanchez situation, the Anthony situation, the fucking injuries galore. I don't know what is going on. And the players just don't look like they want to be there, man.
Morgan Gibbs White did, right?
Yeah, dude, who says that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That is good, no? Like I actually.
Did you see Elanga? Like how happy he was that he was not at United.
Part of that shit.
No one does that shit, bro. And just tells you the.
Then they panned the view straight to Eriksen's face, and Eriksen just looked like he was like, "कहाँ हूँ मैं? क्या कर रहा हूँ? घर पे बैठना है मुझे."
He's like, मैं मर के आके भैंचोद यहाँ पे कैसे
आ गया मैंने वापस.
Yeah.
But yeah, before closing it out, I want to do 5 minutes of this segment, okay?
Sancho is a no-brainer. Like, we have to get rid of that wage. We have to clear that wage bill and use it like in players who like we need. So Sancho out. We need somebody to fight for Anthony's place. क्योंकि अभी Garnacho is playing right wing पे खेल रहा है. उसने अच्छा किया था अभी. But हाँ अच्छा खेला, but it is not a long term नहीं चलेगा ऐसे. We need players. और Casemiro की जगह we need somebody who Mainu जिससे सीख सकता है, because Mainu is just 18, is very impressionable. बहुत अच्छा player बन सकते हैं. He has so much potential in him that we need a good DM. Declan Rice would have been the ideal signing, of course, but वो ठीक है, वो बात की बात है अभी. We need
controversy create करें, Sid. I think McTominay. We both said Sancho, right? I just want to propose one more name. See if you agree. I want to get fucking McTominay out of this fucking club, bro.
Oh yeah, agree. Ekdam. McTominay is like Scottish Ronaldo, bro. He is the new problem, bro. नहीं होएगा. McTominay is like a bandit on a like flesh wound, जिससे खून निकल रहा है और तुम बैंडेड लगा रहे हो, but कुछ नहीं होएगा उससे.
सहने के bro बंदा, सहने के सब नहीं होता bro उससे. Yeah.
McTominay, I mean, even in the previous game, जैसे McTominay अपना पूरा midfield control किया, and we considered exactly 2 of the same goals cutback से. Bro, and you know, McTominay was marking Dalo for that second goal. वो Dalo को cover कर रहा था, and वो बीच में जो भी इसने goal मारा, I forgot his name. Gives right only shot,
not easy to
crazy finish.
But bro,
but he had a free shot, मार दिया.
हाँ 2 बार उसको वहां पे रहना था. बाकी सब टीम को पता है क्या करना है. भाई को डिसीजन मेकिंग.
मैकटोमिने को गोल मारना है दूसरे साइड.
क्या कर रहा है तू? He has to go, buddy. Sorry. Maybe
मैकटोमिने out.
Sancho तो ठीक है. मैकटोमिने को तो जाना ही पड़ेगा.
Also Varane, I don't know, seems shaky. अभी पता नहीं क्या चल रहा है उसका सीन, क्या टेना के साथ रिलेशनशिप क्या है, physical fitness wise. Probably past his prime. Yeah.
Not going to extend his contract. He apparently is free to talk to clubs from this January window, pre-contract. Yes. And
Varane की जगह, I think Nice से these Ineos is trying to get Todibo in.
Todibo.
So he's I'm excited for Todibo अगर वो आता है, because Todibo is a right-footed center back.
For him, ना Tottenham का scene.
Todibo is ex-Barca.
Tottenham is trying to get someone else now.
Yeah.
Dragusin.
So
Dragunsin.
Yeah.
Dragusin, huh?
Dragusin, Tottenham are trying.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So I'll be excited if Todibo आया right-footed and Martinez left-footed. That is what Ten Hag को जो चाहिए कि proper passing angles create होगा from the back and then Onana को use करके अगर passing बना सकते हो and then you create chances. Hopefully Mount कुछ करेगा पता नहीं. But yeah, McTominay, Sancho, Casemiro, Varane.
Bro,
I can't
Amrabat
imagine
also
saying
not
Casemiro.
like Reguilon's
Yeah.
gone. Amrabat's loan is not gonna get converted.
Yeah,
For sure not gonna get converted. Sancho out, McTominay out, Martial तो जा ही रहा है, साउदी जाएगा bro बंदा लिंगार्ड के साथ वहाँ पे करेगा ये करेगा वहाँ पे
Yeah.
और कौन है यार? You know, honestly, I feel like Rashi and Shaw have been at the club too long too. I know fucking United boys will like comments पे गांड मारेंगे, लेकिन I feel like they've been at the club too long. And I don't know how like some
बहुत बड़ा life में इतनी hatred मत दिखाया कर Shaw के against. He's actually not.
Shaw तो पसंद है यार मेरे को. Rashford का मेरा थोड़ा ऐसा patience कम हो रहा है.
He will hate on Shaw even if Shaw is, you know, injured sitting by at home.
Bang average player है bro.
वहाँ कोई और गिर रहा है, Ramsey is like, this is because of Shaw.
बहुत important position है bro. बहुत important position है bro, left back like and like
and you all are sending
seriously,
like
if he was that good, right?
backwards.
Somebody would want to buy him, man.
You all are sending like
No one
Olian
wants to
backwards.
fucking buy
उसका
him.
मेरे को समझ नहीं आया क्यों? Why that? He's
Dude,
been good.
Dude, he's.
Or a squad option.
I
bro,
don't
for the
like
rest
his
of the
decision
season.
making, bro. And
There
in
is some
football,
reason
right?
for that deal.
I mean, see, he has the physical attributes, like that's there. Like he provides stability in the team. What I really don't like, right?
Issue है ना उस deal में?
Huh? For
कुछ
being
issue है
that
deal
long
में?
at the club, right? Like decision making when you're in England international, like decision making should be a little better, bro. Like I'd
We're
never
still
trust
talking
him with
about Shaw.
50-50. Yeah.
I realized.
Look, get
Dude,
over
Ten
it.
Hag's. Do you know who Ten Hag's first signing was at the club?
Malaysia
Yeah.
Malas.
Why do you think?
to provide cover for Shaw. That's why, because he
Bro,
doesn't play Malaysia over Shaw.
Dude, Malaysia
That's
played almost 21 games last season, bro.
As a
So,
cover for Shaw, do you think Ten Hag
Bro,
will ever play him over Shaw?
Yeah.
I really like Malaysia, but again, biased. But
He's a good
see,
player.
Shaw
bro.
is good. I like him too, but I think there's better left backs like in the world, right?
Okay.
Like Alex Grimaldo at Eintracht Frankfurt, ex Barcelona. We bought the wrong fucking flying left back from the Portuguese league. Instead of Telles, we should have bought Grimaldo. Fucking, we bought Telles.